Kaiser Kayani.
Hey
Alexa,
Charlie, how are you?
stop. Good buddy. Just battling, trying to battle through that damn lab 5.3 all day, off and on,
Ah,
and got stopped again. Couldn't quite get it.
5.3, same. Let me
Splunk.
see, where was I? Splunk, yeah. PFSense, Ubuntu, PFSense. I know I was working on it, but where was I?
He just sent me a message about it, and off the top of my head, as I looked at it, I don't think. I think all his points were things that were actually okay. Like I think I had the right IP address. Let's see.
You
Yeah.
know, uh,
Anyway, I don't know.
thing was like I did all these steps. Let me see, where was I? Like I know I had issue also with that. Uh,
A lot of people got stuck on the drag and drop, but I hadn't installed guest editions correctly. I forgot how
yeah,
to do
I
it,
was able
Kaiser.
to do that one.
I completely forgot how to
Okay,
install it. I did it now.
I
I figured it out now, but
oh, you did it. Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
I was- I
Uh,
I didn't realize you had to double click on the drive on the disk drive to get it to install.
I yeah, I did not drag and drop, but like I uh, what you call share the file. I mean folder, and then copy from there. So
Yeah, that would have worked.
Splunk. I yeah. So
So I got hung up at the next step
seriously,
and step 4 or lab task 4, step 1. Hey Tam.
okay. Let me see.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh,
General
not much.
terms, admin. Okay, I got that part.
Tamara, I got drag and drop to
Uh,
work finally.
Did you? How?
I was not correctly installing guest editions.
Maybe that's probably what my
I
issue
got
is.
that part.
Go into the drive and like double click the actual guest editions in the CD drive, like on your machine, and that'll make it install.
On the VM.
Yeah, like you know how you just treat it like a normal computer, like go to your CD drive or your D drive, and the guest editions is like shows up
Okay.
as like a logical or virtual, CD. So you just click the drive twice and it'll install.
Yeah. Hmm. Let me try that.
Then I got stuck on getting Ubuntu. You have to go to Splunk again through Ubuntu a second or third time or whatever, how
Okay,
many times that is.
I was stuck at the place like task one, step 25, like a very last one, like where um, you can start searching, like you add something, test log user.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't showing up for me. So that was one issue for me.
Yeah.
The next part, Splunk Universal Forwarder. No, I didn't do the next part yet.
Well,
So
there's some
yeah.
pitfalls. So, um, I guess my problem is basically how do you get connectivity again when you've got one of these weird internal networks? I know how he explained how it kind of worked that the one acts as a bridge basically, but
Okay.
that's basically what my problem was connectivity. We don't need to spend any time on it.
Yeah. Okay. For Ubuntu, that has to be on internal network, vulnerable corp, or whatever you have. For Windows 10, which one is mine? I have like so many of these things installed on my VM.
I cleared like 20 of mine out.
Okay,
I
Windows
had a
10,
million of
the
them.
same
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, Windows 10, the same thing. Internal, the first adapter, internal network, vulnerable corp. That's it. And your PF Sense, that has to be, it has to have two adapters set up.
Okay.
Uh, the first one is bridged, enable
Yep.
network adapter like
Yep. Yep.
bridged. The second one is internal network vulncorp network.
So by your logic,
So your
you don't think I could connect to either of these unless I was connected on pfSense, right?
yes, I think that's
Okay.
what he said also.
Mm-hmm.
So pfSense is going out like uh, through your host to the internet. Windows 10 and Ubuntu, they will go via pfSense to the other networks, like outside the world, if they want to. Yeah.
Okay. I think pfSense is acting like your DHCP whatever server, I guess.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yep. So when you have to turn on pfSense first before starting your Windows or Ubuntu.
Mm-hmm.
Then they will get like their IP addresses from the pfSense.
Okay. That makes sense. So I'll do that. I'll
Mhm.
do that in the correct order later.
Yeah.
Um, let's just assume nobody else is coming and plow ahead. Let's see. I had a meeting with Lena today. That was interesting.
Okay.
How was it?
It was all right. I mean, she knows a lot of stuff. Um, I didn't voice my many complaints that I'm kind of sick at throwing at those people, but I don't know. Just kind of kept it focused on my job search. She was helpful. Where did we leave off? 76? Oh, let's do one of these again.
Yes. 75. See, 75 we finished. So 76.
Let's take a look at one of these suckers. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Where are you, Zoom? All right, down. What? Make this big. All right. Oh, we've done this one. Excuse me. I don't know if we've done that one. Oh, yeah, we have. Okay, we're on 11 then. All right. Oh my God. Holy nuts. Can't even really make it much smaller. Okay. What's this asking us to do? A security admin discovers an attack has been completed against a node in the network. All the logs were collected and stored. Review the logs to discover the scope of the attack. This is kind of right in line with what we're doing in class right now. Um, check the box of the node that have been compromised and drag and drop the appropriate actions to complete the incident response of the network. All right, that's kind of cool. Least disruptive actions on the network. Okay. All right, so really quickly, we've got to check the box of the node that has been compromised and drag and drop the actions to complete incident response. All right, how do we know what has been compromised? Web server, database server, IDS, and user PC are clickable.
There's hacker,
Mm-hmm.
database server, application server, and web server.
Mm-hmm.
Internal network, you have user PC, printers, that's a DMZ, uh, between internal and external firewall. Network switch, okay.
What does it want us to do?
It wants us to find the endpoint that was compromised somehow, but from
Compromised.
all this, I don't. I don't know how to do it. Um,
Where are the logs? Like we cannot see the logs.
review the logs. Where are the logs? Are the logs supposed to be there?
Oh, okay. All right. Wants us to like check uh, with the least disruption, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what can we check without any disruptions?
It's not that.
IDS
It
logs,
still has to be who,
right?
which box got attacked, right? It's still got to be the box that we still have to identify which box got attacked,
Hmm.
right? When we're drag and dropping the actions, which I don't see anywhere.
The web server, database server, IDS, and user PCs are clickable. Check the box.
That means they could be the answer. I don't know what to make of this. I don't feel like we've got all the information. Oh, I mean, it's got to be one of these two: web server, database server. I feel like if I were to take a guess based on the clock ticking down, and me not
Okay,
knowing what.
go back up.
Yeah,
Go back up. Uh, the first part of the question.
that's it. Right there.
Okay, go up, more up.
There's no more up.
Okay, here. Discover that an attack has been completed against a node on the network. Corporate network. Logs work like okay. That doesn't tell us anything. You must review all network logs to discover the scope of that have been and drag and drop.
See, we don't have all the information. We don't have the. We can't drag the responses. Um, we can't do this.
So it wants you to click on the nodes and then what? So what happens when you click on the nodes? Can you click on them?
No, we can't click on them.
Um,
They're not clickable for us,
I'm lost with this.
So
right? Hey, William.
Hey,
okay, let's see.
I can only hang with you puppies till about 7. I have to be somewhere at 7:30.
Okay. Well, we're struggling through this one
Oh, the side.
simulation question.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do you guys want to look at the answer? I mean, it's got it for me. I would take a guess and click. I would click the web server and the database server, and then there's things you can drag and drop, but I can't see those. We can't do those, right?
Okay, let's see the answer.
See, we didn't get the logs. The database server logs showed audit failure and audit success attempts. We didn't see that. We weren't able to see that.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
So it was the database server based on the logs. What did they drag and drop? Nothing?
Database
Oh, here we
server.
go. Here we go.
Oh, database server. That's checked. That's the only one checked, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what are these actions? We didn't see
These
that before.
these are the drag. Yeah, I told you. These are the drag and drop actions that you perform in response. Um, these are logs. Jesus, there's a shitload of logs.
Won't tell me nothing.
All right, so this is troubling. How do I get out of this?
How many points is that worth?
I don't know. And the question is it worth 10 minutes of your time?
That's what I was trying to deserve.
Because look at all these logs. Look, see this bar here? See that bar? That goes
Yeah.
all the way down to the
Which
bottom.
one? Oh, go back.
See?
Well, the next one is just probably the second page of the log. Oh no, that's a
This
different
is the
log.
IDS log right here, and below it's a web server log. You have to look at
Okay,
all the
that's
logs.
IDS log.
This is a web server log
Okay.
here, and this is database log undoubtedly. Or down here it is. That's still web. This is database.
And there's another one under there. Users. Jeez.
So, I mean, this is all within our capabilities. I think we just need to take from this the lesson that this could happen on our exam, and we just need to be prepared to quickly go through it and try to be able to not miss it the first time, not miss what you're supposed
Don't
to.
waste too much time on it initially.
Well, you got to if you're going to spend any time at it at all, you've got to answer it. You can't not answer it after you spent 5 minutes on it. That's not efficient,
Exactly. Yeah.
right?
So you can just do your best guess first, mark it, move on, and then come back like at the end.
Come back if you've got time.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's scary, huh?
It is.
I
It
don't
is.
even see in the database log what metadata.
I didn't see it either, Tamer. I don't know what we were looking at there. I mean, I don't know if it was supposed to jump out. It didn't look like there was scrolling to do. It looked like it was one page.
Mhm.
All right. Here we go. Does this look familiar?
Peter, the
Pete,
information security
yep.
manager is tasked with calculating risk and selecting controls to protect a new system. He has identified people, environment conditions, and events that could affect the new system. Which of the following does he need to estimate next in order to complete his risk calculations? Risk calculation. Okay.
Identified the
People, environment.
people, environmental conditions, and events that could affect the new system. Um, so he's done all the threat analysis. Um,
Vulnerabilities?
yeah, that
Vulnerabilities. Yeah, that's what I'm
vulnerability
thinking.
sounds like something about their own system instead of he's looking outside at the people, environmental conditions, and events. So yeah, maybe the next thing he could do is look at his own vulnerabilities, right?
Hmm.
What about
Makes
risk?
sense.
Um, I think he's already looked at risk.
Calculating the risk, selecting controls.
Likelihood?
Okay. Environmental conditions.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
That could
Like how
be
you set up your system?
one definition of it. Another could be the very literal definition of it. Um, both are probably valid. It sounds like it's the latter, though. It sounds like it's almost like they're talking about a like maybe a server system, a server farm that's connected to their network
Yeah,
or something, right?
yeah. So I guess environmental conditions would be, where where the data center is, and is it you know ventilated correctly, who has access to it,
How you doing, David?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Dave.
Tamara, it's hard to hear you, hon. David, hey.
Hey,
All right, we're battling this question right now. ISEC manager is tasked with calculating risk and selecting controls to protect a new system. He has identified people, environmental conditions, and events that could affect the new system. Which of the following does he need to estimate next in order to complete his risk calculations? So he's in the middle of risk calculations. I think he has to. I think he has to calculate likelihood next.
here, hang on.
Vulnerabilities, huh? What's up?
I'm just looking at this. He's calculating risk. So,
He's still in the middle of that risk calculation, though. He's identified the things. Now he's got to identify how likely they are to happen. Then you get the actual the risk.
so risk are threats. So that eliminates B and D. Vulnerabilities. If it is a risk, how vulnerable is it? Is the next phase, and then C, likelihood, is almost like what comes after vulnerability,
Yeah,
if I'm not
it's
mistaken.
in the middle of this.
See, this is an excellent example of the questions I was talking about. This is something that would be on the PMP certification exam
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that. And I was like, but Security Plus is an entry level exam. Why is that type of a question on that? And that question, very similar version of it, was actually on the Security Plus exam.
See this, guys?
Probability of loss.
Probability times loss. This is likelihood. All right, let's see where we are here. I like C. Anybody want to put forth an answer?
I said A, and I'm sticking to it.
I say A,
A's a decent
but
answer.
let's see.
A, nice answer.
Yep.
The Security Administration has identified those things. The next step, yep, okay. There we go.
Vulnerability of system itself.
Yep.
Threats.
Then vulnerabilities, then loss. Right?
Say again?
I was just kind of reading the hierarchy: threats, vulnerabilities, and then the impact of loss.
I don't know if they're necessarily a hierarchy. I mean, are they? Each risk should outline, describes, and evaluated for the likelihood of it occurring. But in this case, the second step in the process was that. Okay. Good answer, guys. All right. Peter, the system administrator. Whoa, what did I click on there?
Hello.
What kind of, oh, this game down here. Peter, the system administrator, is reviewing his disaster recovery plans. Boom, boom. He wishes to limit the downtime in event of disaster, but does not have the budget approval to implement or maintain an offsite that gives him 99.99. 2 nines, if you will. Which of the following would be Peter's best option? You can't get 2 nines. What can he get? When I hear disaster recovery, I hear hot site, warm site, cool site.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. I couldn't remember.
This is one right here. This first one is describing some kind of. That's a warm site, I think. Yep. Move the servers and data to another part of the company's main campus from the server room. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Retain data backups on the main campus and establish redundant services in the virtual environment. Move the data backups to the offsite location, but retain the hardware on the main campus for redundancy. Yuck.
Eliminate B and D because that costs money.
Mm-hmm.
A and C, I was going to say A, but I think the likelihood is probably C.
Yeah, C.
Yeah, C to me sounds like it makes more sense.
No, virtual environment.
Yeah, I don't know if I
When we're
like that.
talking about that one, I don't. Yeah. If it says like cloud environment or something, then I will think about that. But virtual environment, like you're using your own server, or you are like
It's implying that they're using their own servers on that campus site if they're going to do that. That's the reasoning
so
I'm working with.
if in that case, like I don't think C
Oh, you're right
is a
because
good choice.
if it's connected to your if the VLAN is connected to your system, if your system goes down, then the VLAN goes down as well.
Dang right.
Yeah,
Yep.
everything is down.
They're on something. It's not like they're in the air. All right, take your vote. Take
I
your
think
bets. Place
A.
your bets.
I think
Huh?
A sounds better because like a use hardware already at an offsite location.
Yep. It's a warm
That
site.
that's like
That's exactly what that is,
yeah,
a warm site. All
yeah.
right.
So it's already there.
Place your
It
bets.
is
I'm
not
going
spending
A.
any money.
I'm going A.
A.
Anybody
The
else weighing
longest is D,
in?
but I'll go for A.
A warm site. Okay. Hot site is
Okay.
very expensive. Cold site isn't pre-configured.
Good to know.
What was the answer?
I'm sorry.
A.
Hey.
A. Okay, I didn't see that.
Hey, bro. Hey,
Okay,
bro.
got it.
All right. William, you want to read this one?
Identifying a list of all approved software on the system is a step in which of the following practices? Passively testing security controls, application hardening, host software baselining, or client-side targeting.
I feel real strong about host software baselining,
Yes.
I'm with you.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, C sounds good.
I think it's right. I know it's right. It's right. Bang. Yep. Okay. David, you want to take this one? Okay. Are you in the car?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Are you in the car?
No, I'm actually at work. I'm heading an office right now and
You're an
hoping the place
animal.
don't blow up while I'm in class. So, in intrusion detection system vernacular, which account is responsible for setting the security policy for the organization?
Ooh, that's an interesting.
I would say that's the director D.
I say it's the administrator.
Or wait a minute, it's in vernacular. Is that a red herring?
I think it's a clue.
I think it's the administrator.
I think it's a clue to use to consider only these two answers. The two
Oh,
answers.
that's going to be the root. It doesn't tell you what system they're
I think
using.
that's a red herring. I think this one's a red herring. I don't
Yeah.
think that exists.
Yes.
I think this person is this person.
I think it's the
Yeah.
administrator.
Yeah, because they don't say what system it's in. So
They don't.
it's
They're asking.
administrator.
I guess.
Administrator is a root user. So
Yeah.
that's root itself is not like anything.
Administrator has all the controls.
You guys ever? I mean, I've heard of people saying I got root or I've got admin. I've never heard of anybody refer to this as this or this. I like admin.
Admin.
I'm probably wrong.
Administrator.
I've been wrong. Yeah. You want to go down that road with me? Dangerous.
Mhm.
Yep.
I've been getting so many wrong lately. Bang, got it.
Yeah, good.
We caught that red herring. See it? Sitting
Hmm.
there for us, trying to get us to vote for it.
The administrator is the man,
If I
man.
was a really successful web administrator or a hacker or something, I would just change my name legally to just root. Wouldn't that be weird? Or maybe I could change it to my hacker name, Race Car. No laugh, Dave? I thought I had you on that one. All right, Mike, a security professional, is tasked with actively verifying the strength of the security controls on a company's live modem pool. Which of the following activities is most appropriate? Again, tasked with actively verifying the strength of the security controls on a company's live modem pool.
See,
War. Um, he's tasked with. Why do you like war talking, William?
I said C, war
C.
drive,
I mean war driving.
because that's where those jokers be hiding. I mean, that's where they be trying to get into that modem. They're
Yeah, but
driving
how
around trying to find a vulnerable modem that they can penetrate.
driving around though? I don't feel like he's driving around, is he?
No.
He's in his
So
company.
with the modem, is that something you dial into?
I don't know.
I mean, that's where
I
I'm at
don't
with
know
it right
either.
now. That's where I'm at with it right now. He's actively verifying the strength of the security controls on the live modem pool. So he's probably walking around his office trying to dial in, Tamara?
I don't know. I'm just trying to see what I know about modems. Like what do modems do?
I mean, basically it's a router. I mean,
It's a
it's
wireless.
it's pumping
Right, but
your.
it's an old route like type of router, right?
Yeah. They do the same thing though. They
And it do they do the same thing? So
No,
I'm
modems and
just
routers
thinking
are
back in the
different.
day when you had a modem, you had to
Okay.
dial in.
War dialing.
If you have a
War
modem,
dialing
you
refers to
also
the
have a
use.
router.
Here's a definition. War dialing refers to the use of various kinds of technology to automatically dial many phone numbers, usually in order to find weak spots in an IT security architecture. Hackers often use wire dialing software, sometimes called war dialers or demon dialers, to look for unprotected modems.
weird.
And
So
that's
war
the
dialing?
answer. That got to be the answer. More
Yeah,
dialing.
A.
Well, from the other point of view, guys, it's not blue snarfing. It's not involving Bluetooth, right?
Yep.
This and this both involve driving around in your vehicle, which we decided this person is not doing. This one is just when you mark the buildings with free Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So
Hmm.
this one's a little different. You can do this one from sitting in a chair. So I think that's got to be it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think back to modems. Modems is what we used to dial in to get
I
onto the
still feel
internet.
like they're in use though, Tam. I feel like there's still like people
It could
dialing
be,
in
but
metaphorically.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd imagine they're slow now. You know, they're slow, so it's not a lot of people using them.
You've got mail.
Mhm.
Back to those days, slow. All right, Kaiser, take that one. I don't want any part
Okay.
of it.
An administrator finds that non-production servers are being frequently compromised. Production servers are rebooting at unplanned times, and kernel versions are several releases behind the version with all current security fixes. Which of the following should the administrator implement?
Geez.
So patch
Okay.
management, frequently compromised.
Non-production service.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's C.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, so I don't know about A, but B I don't think works because
No.
when you're sandboxing, you're pulling like a malicious application off to the side and looking at it. Patch management does sound pretty
Snap.
good. This does not
Yeah.
sound good. So I
Snapshots is like you can set up your system so that like for testing mostly like our programming, and if you have to go back like after implementing something that doesn't work and you have to go to like previous version or like state.
see
So
this makes me
like in
feel like
VM we do it.
snapshots might be a solution for
No,
you know
with all current security fixes. So I don't think that's
patch management.
the solution.
Patch management we're going with.
Patch management. Yep.
Patch Adams.
Patch.
Okay. I probably would have got that wrong. I might have gone with this. Kaiser, you would have, if your little angel was above my head, you would have punched me. Done the test. Um, sorry. In order to maintain oversight of a third-party service provider, the company is going to implement a governance, risk, and compliance system. I've never heard of this. This system is promising to provide overall security posture coverage. I'm going to say that again. This system is promising to provide overall security posture coverage. Which of the following is the most important activity that should be considered? Continuous security monitoring, baseline configuration and host hardening, service level agreement monitoring, security alerting and trending. What a question. Third party service
Maybe
provider.
service level agreement.
That sounds good, Tamara. That sounds real good.
Hold on. Service oversight of a third party service provider. Provide overall security posture coverage. Should be considered. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm
This is
kind of going with C.
I don't
Yeah,
think
see,
this is red herring shit right here, I think.
yeah. So if it's third party, it's your contract. That's
Right?
the goal, or that's the most important. Is the contract and what they're agreeing to and what you're agreeing to. So you have to make sure that that's the most important thing.
That's all that you have to hold over their heads. Let's find out the answer. Ah, continuous security monitoring. What a sucky thing that is.
Mm,
That's nuts. I would have got that wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Monitor. Yeah, we got that wrong.
Hmm. Tam, you want to take this one?
Users at a company report that a popular news website keeps taking them to a web page with derogatory content. This is an example of which of the following.
I'm gonna guess this is B.
B.
I don't think D applies. And A doesn't exactly apply.
Yeah, B Bravo.
Right?
B.
Right? I think that's it.
Let's see.
Yeah.
B.
Hmm.
Okay. We all felt pretty good about that. What do we got here? Somebody take it.
Which of the following is an example of multi-factor authentication? Credit card and PIN, username and password, password and PIN, fingerprint and retina scan.
I like the first one.
Yeah, it's hoping you get identification, authentication confused. Because I think D is identification.
I'm gonna go with
Well,
password and PIN.
those are all single factors except for A. C's a single factor. What I know and what I know. D is what I am, what I am. B is what I know or what I know, what I know. A is what I have, what I
What I
know.
have. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
A.
it's that's why it's A.
You're right. Good play right there.
Yeah, A.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Can you scroll in? Okay. An administrator has concerns regarding the company's server room's proximity badge. Badge readers were installed. Okay. An administrator has concern regarding the company's server room's proximity badge readers were installed.
There should be a period there, right?
Uh,
So yeah.
it it is discovered this is not preventing unapproved personnel from tailgating into these areas. Which of the following would best address this concern? Mantrap, install man traps at each restricted area entrance.
Oh, it's definitely B. Man trap. You're having a problem with tailgating? This is the definition of how to stop tailgating.
Yeah, I would say B. Bravo.
Tailgating equals man traps.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you think keyword it. Boom. The better we get at these, the faster we go through them. I'll read this one. A security administrator looking through the IDS logs notices the following entry. Email equals joe@joe.com and password equals or 1 equals 1. Which of the following attacks had the administrator discovered?
That's A.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Email equals Joe.
In a SQL injection, like you can enter something like that.
Hmm. It looks a little bit like what goes in one of these. But there's no other indication for that. Anybody else have any thoughts? I don't know what this is all about, but I know it's similar to the sequel. All right, Kaiser says A. I thought it was C, but I'm willing to concede Kaiser. Let's find out. A it is. SQL injection attack. 1 equals 1 will always provide a value of true. This can be included in statement designed to return all rows in a SQL table. Hmm.
I didn't know that.
Hmm. Good call, guys. see. What do we got? Oops.
Right, I got this one. Users in the HR department were recently informed that they need to implement a user training and awareness program which is tailored for their department. Which of the following types of training would be the most appropriate for this department?
You know what this means, Dave?
I'm thinking it's PII, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Handing pie. What is
That's
handing?
PII, not pie.
Yeah, personal
Yeah,
personal
PII. Yeah, personal identifier inform
Personally
something like
identifying
that.
information or whatever it is. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
people's stuff.
yeah.
That's
But
it.
what is handing?
It should be handling.
Yeah, that's what that's what threw me off.
Yo, did the entire cybersecurity world grow up in like Israel or somewhere? Like, where is all the spellers at?
Yeah, seriously.
These sentences are brutal to get through sometimes. That last question Kaiser did was stupid. Hello? It's like when you
Crazy
see,
part is they pay tons
huh?
of money to make
Yeah, right?
this.
Exactly. It's like when I wanted to go volunteer at the Chinese restaurant just to rewrite their menu into English because they tried and failed. I will do that someday. All right.
Okay.
We feel good about this?
Yeah.
Hey,
They make less sense as you go down.
No explanation.
647, William. I think I'll leave it at 7.
Well, I hate to go because this is getting good.
You're all right. You're all right. Well, and the video's on my YouTube. Don't forget.
Right.
Um,
Encryption displays. Error. This program is caught an exception and will now terminate. Which of the following is most likely accomplished by the program's behavior? Operating system integrity is maintained. Program availability is maintained. Operating system scalability is maintained, or users' confidentiality is maintained.
yo, does anyone else read this phrase "caught an exception" like "caught an attitude"? This program caught an attitude and will now terminate. Anyway, this thing's shutting down because it's trying to save itself, right, from trouble.
Right.
It could be A.
It's like
I'm thinking
SQL
A, the
injection.
integrity.
What'd you say, guys?
It's kind of SQL injection kind of stuff. Like you enter like those SQL injection, and if it's program is not like our software or whatever, that database is not programmed correctly and doesn't do error checking or something, uh, you can hack into that one. But if it does, then you will get something like that.
Are you
So
still on the last question?
this is kind of close to that one.
I was kidding, but nice job. Well handled.
So that's like maintaining the
I say D.
program database. You are saving the
The program
database.
displays it. The program has caught an exception. Thus, the program's availability is maintained, perhaps? It's
I
going to
think
terminate.
B,
I think I feel like
B or B or D,
I'm still on
B or
A, huh?
D.
It is integrity. It has to do
So
with integrity.
I'm A. Yeah, I'm with William.
This has to
It's
do.
not doing for the operating system. It's going for like a database itself or like program, not the whole operating system.
it's a program.
How is your availability maintained when you're terminated?
I say it has to do with integrity.
Let's just,
Operating system
let's just face
integrity
the
is
Reaper.
maintained.
I'm gonna
Yes.
face the Reaper in 5, 4, 3.
Wait. No.
Integrity, yeah, William. Eat it. Woo.
Hey,
No,
okay,
no.
okay, let's
Compromise. Unauthorized.
Security and integrity. Okay.
Wow.
I think this was a red herring of sorts,
Mhm.
or a false flag if you're a crazy
Okay. See here, in the
congressman.
explanation, unauthorized modification occurs.
Come back. Yep. Where do we go?
Where is it? Yeah, that's like a SQL injection kind of stuff. Like when you do that one, that's what I'm thinking. So.
It's what it does. It shuts down.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Okay, next one.
To err is human.
Information security technician. Sure.
Take it, William. You're already reading it.
Information security technician wants to ensure security controls are deployed and functioning as intended to be able to maintain an appropriate security posture. Which of the following security techniques is most appropriate for this? Log audits, system hardening, use of IPS, IDS, continuous security monitoring.
Security controls are deployed and functioning as D.
Yeah, I think it's security monitoring again.
He is speaking to me the most appropriate.
Yeah, that's right, Tamara.
Hmm.
What about this, guys?
IPS, IDS, the other one close by. I mean, closest to the
I know.
answer.
What about it?
System hardening. That means like your system is up to date. All the patches are applied.
Yep. I think here's the key, though. Maintain continuous.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yep.
be.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's the key word we want to be looking for in this. Maintain, ongoing. Okay, that's ongoing, continuous, secure. I don't know what that was. That was funny. What do y'all think? I mean, do you all agree it's between
Sounds
B and
good.
D?
I think
Yeah.
it's D.
Yeah. But B is the second best answer, I think. We're pretty hot. I'm hot. You're hot. We're hot.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to step away just for a minute. I'll be
Okay,
back.
Diesel. Yep. All right, we can get two more in before William's got to go.
See, you're right. If you go back to that,
Mm-hmm.
go back to the answer.
1 second. Yep. Come on,
That
puppy.
was a good catch to the maintain
Yes, that last
and
sentence.
to match it with continuous.
That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to point out. Knowing the answer, go to the answer. See the last sentence and the previous one. It says maintain or improve. So yeah, you're right. That's the
The
key
keyword.
word.
Yep. That's what we're looking for, is some kind of clue. All right, I'll tackle this one. Matt, a security analyst, needs to implement encryption for company data and also prevent theft of company data. Where and how should Matt meet this requirement? Now he needs to implement encryption and prevent theft. Matt should implement access control lists and turn on EFS. Matt should implement DLP and encrypt the company database. Match and install TrueCrypt and encrypt the company database. Match and install TPMs and encrypt the company database.
DLP.
Yeah, right? Sounds about right, doesn't it, T? Prevent theft of data. Implement encryption of data. DLP prevents theft.
What is
about
EFS?
I thought I thought that no, I don't know what it is. Electronic filing system, maybe?
Hmm.
That sounds like a made up made up definition.
EF, that's encryption.
Electronic filing system. uh what?
Encrypting file system.
Okay. So it's not that insane. Um
Okay, and
I feel like A is going to be the answer in the end. But I'm going to go with B.
I think it's B. I think it's B
Here we go.
because you are doing DLP.
DLP. Data loss prevention. We're pretty hot tonight. Which of the following defines a business goal for system restoration and acceptable data loss? All right. Does everybody remember seeing these things? Mean
I
time to recovery.
time
Mean time
before
between
failure.
failures.
Between.
Between failures. Recovery point objective or something like that. This is like a. This might be actual answer.
That's the if that's the acronym, then yes, RPO.
Yeah. Restoration R. You guys like it?
I think it's MTBF.
Business goal for system restoration and acceptable data loss. These are just metrics of how long you expect these things to happen, or how
Oh,
long it's going to take, right? These are just it gives you
yeah.
a number of
Okay.
days, like 68 days or 320 days. This is the one that I think talks about when you're going to
Re-
restore yourself.
recovery point objective
Yeah, that's
generally refers to the amount of data that can be lost within a period most relevant to a business before significant harm occurs, from the point of critical event to the most preceding backup. I think
yep.
it's RPO.
What is it? Recovery what?
Point objective.
Objective. Yeah.
The recovery point objective defines the point at which the system needs to be restored.
What section? What section in Sec Plus is this?
This is. Hang on.
Is it risk?
Yeah, this would probably be risk.
Yep, it is.
Yep. Not bad, guys.
Last one, guys.
Okay, for Williams last. Somebody take her. Take her away.
Systems
Okay.
engineer.
Keep
Can you
going.
hear me?
Yep.
Go ahead.
A systems engineer has been presented with storage performance and redundancy requirements for the system.
What is up with her mic?
Okay. I'm gonna take over.
It's like we're getting lulled into the idea that it's all good. Like the last 5 words you've said have been clear as hell. Now it's just like go.
I give up.
See, you sound great right there. I'll pick it up. Redundancy requirements for a system to be built. Okay. Systems engineer has been presented with storage performance and redundancy requirements for a new system to be built for the company. The storage solution must be designed to support the highest performance and must also be able to support more than one drive failure. Which of the following should the engineer choose to meet these requirements? A mirrored. Oh my God, I can't believe we have to know this like this. A mirrored striped array with parity. A mirrored striped or a mirrored mirror array. A striped array or a striped array with parity. All
I
right.
think it's A.
Yeah. A.
Dave, can I get you to the front?
That's the RAID.
Catherine, can I get you to the front?
Just because it's the longest one. I like that reasoning.
That's RAID.
I know.
Is that RAID 3?
I don't know what that one
Right.
is. I don't know what it is. B. A mirrored mirror array, I think. Mirrored mirror array. Disk mirroring is also known as RAID 1, and the data is intact in a RAID 1 array if either one of the two
RAID
drives
1.
fails.
So something about a mirror array that has something to do with more than one drive failing. Right?
Yep, a mirrored mirror array is one you use with this, William. RAID 1, where you've got your one drive just completely backed up exactly as it is to the other drive. That's mirroring. So if one goes down, you just use the other one, and then you recreate the pairing later. No, that brought us back to reality.
All right, guys, checking out.
Okay, William.
Have a good evening.
Yeah,
All right.
William.
Thank you. Good
Keep it
night.
real, bro. Oh my God, I can't remember what this is. Which of the following best explains the use of an HSM within the company servers? Thumb drives present a significant threat, which is mitigated by the HSM. Something module, hard software module, host software module, something like that. Software encryption can perform multiple functions required by the HSM. Data loss by removable media can be prevented with DLP. Hardware encryption is faster than software encryption. Best explains the use of an HSM within company servers.
Hardware security module.
Module. What the hell does that mean? And what does that mean? If that's a hardware security
I think
module.
it's C. A or C.
Hmm. I have no idea. What does HSM have to do with thumb drives?
I don't even know what HSM is. I'm gonna be honest.
Physical computing device that safeguards and manages digital keys, performs encryption and decryption functions for digital signatures, strong authentication, and other cryptographic functions. So this is like something that sits on the or goes into the server or something. See it right here?
Yep.
So that's encryption.
I don't even understand that graph. I just pulled it up.
It's cloud.
Yeah. I'm guessing B, y'all.
Yep.
Wrong. Hardware encryption. Oh, I should have realized that.
Oh,
Hmm. Oh my God. Crypto processor. Huh. Okay. Everybody satisfied with our
yep.
ignorance? Yep. Yeah, I think you might be able to catch it this time, Sam.
Public key is used to perform which of the following? Select
Yeah.
3.
Public key, public key, public key. Okay. Validate the certificate revocation list. It doesn't make sense. Validate the identity of an email sender. That's a digital
Yeah.
signature. Huh? Encrypt messages. Perform key recovery. Decrypt messages. And perform key escrow. Oh,
Hey guys, I'm
gosh.
gonna have to take off. It's getting
Okay,
kind of
D.
busy, but yeah, thanks.
All right, buddy.
All right, see you Saturday morning.
Yep, we'll see you
I
Saturday.
Yeah.
Bye now.
We're back on tomorrow, by the way, if anybody wants in.
So we know it it en- doesn't it encrypt messages, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Yep.
encrypt and
I'm
decrypt.
also I'm also inclined, yeah, to say that it validates the identity of an email sender. So when the sender sends over their information, it validates that sender's information.
Mm-hmm. They send their. I'm trying to remember how it goes. The handshake. They send their private key. They send their public key.
Yeah, so if I'm sending you a message, I'm gonna send you my public key, at which you're then going to validate the message with your private key,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna send me back.
Private key, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna send me back your public key, and
Mm-hmm.
then at that point we both validated each other's messages, and we create that symmetric key together, if that makes
Mm.
sense.
Okay. So what about if? What about? Let me posit this. What if it's C, D, and E? What if you can encrypt and decrypt and perform key recovery? I don't know about validate. Validate's probably just as good as perform key recovery. But I feel like I'm picturing that diagram where it could be D, C, and B.
I think it's B, C, and E.
It's definitely C and E.
Okay. So
It-
what about F? What about key escrow? That's the big one. That's when you've got. That's what we just talked about. It's got to be C, E, and F. Anybody? Anybody?
I don't know about F.
Don't know about F? Let's find out. B, C, and E. You're right. Nice job, Tim. Sender uses private key to create a Oh, Jesus. I thought it was a totally different thing. Mm. Hmm. All right. I feel abused by that one. Ah. Emily, an employee, tethers her smartphone to her work PC to bypass the corporate web security gateway while connected to the LAN. While Emily is out at lunch, her PC is compromised via the tethered connection, and corporate data is stolen. Which of the following would best prevent this from ever occurring again? Disable the wireless access and implement strict router ACLs? I don't know. That might help it. Reduce restrictions on the corporate web security gateway. Reduce restrictions. No, that's not going to work. Security policy and threat awareness training. That might help. Perform user rights and permission reviews. Well, I think C is a strong answer.
Yeah, it is.
Huh? What was the last part you said?
It is. It is.
Yeah,
It's
do
a
you think?
strong.
I think so. Reduce restrictions on the corporate web
Yeah,
security.
I agree.
I don't know about that. I mean, the A would work, but it's awful unfriendly. Okay, let's hope it's not A. Oh, thank God. I needed that to be right. Wow, I love this nice short one. Somebody want it? I'm gonna get a soda.
Which of the following is used to verify data integrity? SHA, 3DS, AES, RSA.
SHA, AES?
SHA, 3DS, AES, RSA. SHA
Well,
encrypts data.
SHA I like a lot more
Hashes,
than,
right?
yeah. 3DES. Definitely not AES. Hell, I don't
AES
think.
is for the router, right? Like what?
Yeah, yeah. And I think 3DES is
And
too.
yeah, RSA is those key fabs. When I see RSA, those key fabs like where
Are you thinking about
it changes the
RFID?
numbers all the time.
Oh, RSA. Yeah.
Yeah, RSA. Yeah, because I had one and it said like RSA, so that's why it
RSA.
always comes to my mind.
Nice. I love real world
Yeah,
experience. So we like SHA here
that's
then.
a mm,
Or do we
What does
not?
RSA stand for?
Revest something. Revest secure algorithm probably.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know this guy Ron Revest, the godfather of cryptology. No, I just want no. Revest Shamir Adelman, an algorithm used by modern computers to encrypt and decrypt messages. Asymmetric cryptographic algorithm.
Ew.
Yeah.
Sure. 3Ds.
Used to ensure data integrity. Good call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right. Peter, the security engineer, would like to prevent wireless attacks on his network. Peter has implemented a security control to limit the connecting MAC addresses to a single port. Which of the following wireless attacks would this address? Honestly, Like my first gut answer when I see that is this.
B.
You like B? Wireless attack. Oops. What did I do? I lose. I thought I lost screen sharing.
Well, we know D is not it.
No.
You can eliminate D. You can eliminate A.
Interference. Man in the middle and ARP poisoning, both possible on layer 2 or layer
I
3.
think it's man in the middle. Art poisoning you can do on DNS.
ARP poisoning you can do on DNS. Isn't this a
Headless resolution protocol.
is this a
Yeah.
MAC address attack? Layer 2 attack? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you do. But this one is saying like wireless attack. Using MAC address
When they say man in the
or
middle,
something.
man in the middle just sounds like a
Oh, you know
wireless
what?
attack.
Hold on. They're talking about wireless attacks. So I guess rogue access point wouldn't be off the thing if it's wireless.
I mean,
No, rogue access point is like rogue
this
access
is
point is totally different. It's like you are setting up another device. But you know what?
which attack do
Exactly
you
That
when
could
which
be
you
right.
attack do
try
you
to.
Rogue access point, like you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, but which attack do you overwhelm the MAC addresses of a single port? Which one is like a DOS attack where you're like really trying to flood it with stuff? Come on, baby. You guys there?
Oh, what happened to?
There we go. I got kicked out
Yeah,
for a second. Where was I? What do y'all think?
I think rogue access point.
We just. Yeah, I'm definitely inclined to believe rogue access point just based off of the wire. It's a kind of wireless attack.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like he's trying to prevent other devices to be connected using limiting by MAC addresses. And man in the
Right.
middle, I don't think that fits in the criteria. Like it can um, log into the system or something. uh, Rogue access point is like you can hook up another system or access point and use it used to connect.
And make no mistake, a
Right, Charlie?
rogue access point is a man in the middle attack. Don't kid yourself. You're definitely getting in the middle of traffic where it came
It
from, where
is.
it's supposed to go. So for me, they're kind of similar.
Yeah, but rogue access point is a physical device,
It
isn't it?
is. It is.
And not
Yeah.
only that,
So
it
in order to connect the
is
physical
it.
address,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Okay.
No, you could
Rogue
go ahead.
access is physical device. You can connect it, and it will use its MAC address to like go and connect with the router or switches or whatever. If you
Mm-hmm.
limit by the MAC addresses, that cannot even go any further. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. What were you saying, Sam?
And just overall, it's a wireless attack. A rogue access, um, it's a type of wireless attack as opposed to the other ones. Yeah,
Mhm.
they can be wireless attacks, but that the rogue one is the only one that is a definitive wireless attack.
Mhm.
I'm sticking by my guns.
Okay. We don't see your screen, Charlie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where'd she go? Oops.
So Charlie, you think it's man in the middle still?
I think it's art poisoning.
Oh,
Let's find out. I'm wrong. Wow. Nice job on that one. These guys got to the rogue access or the man or hell, you guys guessed it. You guys said D. Whoa.
See here the last sentence, like if the MAC address of the rogue access point isn't allowed to connect to the network port, then the rogue access point will not be able to connect to the network. That's the key.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
So rogue access point, like you can connect it to like a wall jack or somewhere
No, you
to
go
get
in there.
connectivity.
My
But
understanding of this device is that you go in there and you have a power. Like I just bought a power supply for mine, so I can walk around or drive around or park in parking lots and put up a Wi-Fi signal that's the same as the Wi-Fi signal of the place I'm visiting or whatever to try to grab information. That was my thought of it.
I think that was Evil Twin, isn't it?
That sounds like you're right. Yeah. So this could be
Yeah.
just plugged in. You're saying?
So
You said?
you're yes. Yep.
Okay. Shit, I was thinking about. I was
Setting
this
up
whole
as an access
that
point.
whole time I was thinking about like a Wi-Fi pineapple or something like that for this. I was not thinking about that right.
Okay.
I
but
gotta read this one.
like Kaiser said, it's a physical device, and it basically tries to steal your wireless, like your wireless
Mm-hmm.
network. You know, it tries to hop on your wireless network.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think you guys did a good job keying on this word.
No, rogue access point is something like let's say you're working in an office and you have your own desk and there's like another port open
Mahmoud.
and you can plug in your access point.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you
Mahmoud.
guys?
Hey, bud. Keep
Good.
going, guys.
Hey, Mahmood.
Okay, so you plug in that access point um, just to like connect your cell phone or whatever into like to create another like a wireless network or wireless access point.
Mm-hmm.
But like if they block it, by the MAC addresses are like
It's got
just
nowhere to
allow
pull
the
the in.
MAC addresses.
Yeah. It's got nowhere to pull the internet from.
Yes, so it cannot like go on the network. Yeah, correct.
So you block the MAC address when you're looking to block like a physical device from connecting to your network.
Correct.
Yeah, is that right?
Exactly. Yes.
All right.
Makes me feel
The
like I
only
need to.
allowed devices are like yeah. Mhm.
I need to configure home network.
Default.
Hey, question. I think we all have like uh, if not all, like most of us has wireless Verizon Fios are similar devices, like which the service provider they provide the access point, which is like router, DHCP, everything is built in, and they have
Mm-hmm.
like their own security. Like long, it's like really long. I cannot even
Yeah.
remember that that number. I have to read it in order to like connect my new devices or something. So do we need to change those in order to secure it? Like I think they're like different for every device.
I
Like
just looked in the back of
my
mine.
Fios router has different
I'm renting a place right now, and I
is
looked on the
different
router,
than
and
like my neighbors.
it's like semi-complicated the password.
Yeah. So I think they configured them like every device has like different I would say like password or passcode or whatever. Password.
Yeah, you
It's a
can
long,
you can
really
go
long.
you can go if your gateway default IP address. You put that in your browser, and they'll give you access to your router, and you can change your password and your user ID. It will say like FiOS 510.
My question
you can
is,
just change it to Kaiser, for example, or anything, and then you change the password.
Yeah,
and
but my question is like, do we really need to do that one to make it secure? Or, but like, it seems to be like pretty secured.
Well,
because,
the problem with that is the
password is pretty long.
No, yeah, but the thing is, the password of that I think they all have like you know how the password that comes with it.
Yeah.
It's like a factory password or something.
It's not admin anymore.
But they're not generic. They're like
admin
it's not admin
is to access admin to actually go inside the router with your gateway. It's still admin.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna
to
do
access your gateway on the browser is still admin. I think it's always been admin. But going in there, but they cannot access that if they don't have your gateway.
But no one from outside can access it or brute force it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I don't know. I always change them.
Hack into your router.
I don't know. I mean,
I always change. The guy who installed them, he knows the password.
Maybe, or maybe
no,
it's
but like it's written on the
maybe that's
physical
the only
device.
maybe that's the
it's
only way
written
he
on
knew
the
it.
physical device. Like you can. Yeah.
What if that's the only way he knew it? Is what I'm saying. All right.
Okay, let's move on.
I'm gonna do some war driving coming up here pretty soon. I figured out how to get a power source to my Wi-Fi Pineapple without having my computer on it, so I could just put it anywhere. I'm gonna try it. All right, who wants this one?
Okay. And the system administrator is installing an extremely critical system that can support zero downtime. Which of the following best describes the type of system and is installing? RAID or clustered? It's not clustered, I know.
It's not clustered. It's not load balanced. I don't know if high availability is a thing, but
It's
I know
RAID.
RAID is for redundancy.
I think it's RAID. Yeah.
I have a feeling that we did this question already, no?
I think it's high availability.
Just like a couple of questions back, we did this one. Charlie?
I think high availability is more about performance, and RAID is more about redundancy. So I'm inclined to feel like it's C.
We just did like a couple of questions back, like mirror. What is that? Yeah, something like that.
I think it's RAID.
I think it's A.
Yeah.
You guys all think it's C except me. I think it's A. What is this?
Let's see.
Good job, Charlie.
Can we read the high availability?
High availability is the term used to refer to a system that has been secured and set up / configured in such a way as to be online, active, and able to respond, thus have zero downtime as well. As a result.
Yeah. Good job, Charlie.
Yeah, high availability system. That's harder than obfuscate. Obfuscate.
I think isn't it RAID when they talked about something inexpensive?
Yeah, it's a redundant array of inexpensive disks. Redundant array of inexpensive disks. Yeah. I think, frankly, all three of these things would contribute to this. Like that, but the way the question was worded
is best described, yeah.
Type of system. High availability system. All these things probably would be components of that.
That's very vague.
Yeah. Well,
maybe all those components.
RAID is like a
Well, I didn't read RAID as even a
RAID is like
possibility.
specific, and
I was like, that was, yeah, it wasn't the way the question asked it. It didn't ask for anything specific. It asked what's the type of system she's installing. Like, what type of system is it? Like, this made sense. This made sense because it's an ED, like clustered, load balanced, high availability system. I mean, I thought RAID was the one outlier. Definitely, like, for me, a red herring because it totally supports this. RAID does. I don't know. Good debate.
maybe we were overthinking.
It's easy to do. And
Yeah. Okay.
Company XYZ has encountered an increased number of buffer overflow attacks. The programmer has been tasked to identify the issue and report any findings. Which of the following is the first step of action recommended in this scenario? Baseline reporting, capability maturity model, code review, quality assurance, and testing.
Buffer overflow. That's like programming, or yeah, it's
Memory overflow.
C. I mean D. No. Yeah, quality assurance and testing. In the testing, you can find out.
I think quality assurance and testing, you do that before actually a developer. Yes, just put it in the
Yes,
system.
or code review.
Yeah, you
But
can
like
just
they're
they-
encountering problems. So
I would say I think baseline
go
reporting,
ahead.
but I'm not sure.
I mean, that's what I've been on since the beginning.
Another possibility is code review also. Code review.
Code review.
That's another.
It's a
Yeah.
step in there. It's a
Code
step in
review
there,
is like
but is
you
it
will
this?
go and see action
Oh,
recommended baseline reporting. First step of action.
B
I think
is
it's
out.
code review. D or B? Which one is out?
I mean, I said B is out.
Yeah, I'm thinking C.
Yeah, it looks like first step, like Charlie mentioned. I would say code review. See if there's anything wrong with the codes.
It's got it. I think it's A. C. Buffer overflow attack. Here we go. Caused by poor
But-
coding.
Mhm.
So, all right. So
Poor
we should
coding,
take away
yeah.
this. From these, there are specific steps of action recommended. We haven't. I don't think we know them, but there are. They must exist. So I'm guessing that because this is poor coding, that's why that step is first. And that step should always be first when it's buffer overflow, I bet. I bet. Nice job, guys. Nice job. I think I still stick by baselines. I think baseline in a non-buffer overflow situation might come before that. I'm not sure. Mahmoud, are you free? You want to read this one?
Yeah, I
Baseline
can.
is like your. Okay.
What were you saying, Kais?
And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold it.
go ahead, Kaiser, if you want. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was just commenting on baseline. Baseline is like just your normal behavior, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
okay, this is the standard or normal
You,
behavior, and if it's like less than that,
it
that's
didn't actually really
something wrong
fit,
with
did
it.
it?
So
It was out of place because it wouldn't be something
yeah.
you do after an attack. It would be something you do as a normal
Mhm.
security procedure. You'd know what your baseline is.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anne is an employee
Go
in
ahead.
the accounting department and would like to work on files from her home computer. She recently heard about the new personal cloud storage service with an easy web interface. Before uploading her work-related, before uploading her work-related files into the cloud for access, which of the following is the most important security concern and should be aware of? Size of the file, availability of the file, accessibility of the file from her mobile device, so the sensitivity of the file.
I think it's D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From a security concern, is B.
It's D. Everyone said
D,
D. D as
as
in
in
dog.
dog.
D.
Oh,
as in-
D. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm connecting from my phone, and my phone is not that great.
I don't think we need to daily. I think it's D.
Yeah, it looks like D.
Let's move on
Yeah.
to D. It is also unsure whether cloud data. Oh man! Oh my God! What in the God?
What the hell is that?
I'll tell you. I guarantee you. Right. I'll tell you what this is right now. Before I even look, I guarantee you this is cross-site scripting.
Okay. Which of the following was launched? Yeah, XSS attack.
Yep, there it is. That weird, this awful looking thing right here. See this thing? Awful looking thing. And then you got this. You got a little component.
Oh, that is cross-site scripting. Yeah, you're
So
right.
how do you know what's the difference between cross-site SQL injection?
The way they look is different, but the way they also work is of course different. This is when you're almost like going into the company's like JavaScript bar where you can put your username and password and putting all this weird JavaScript code in there instead, and then hitting return, and it like compromises the website and puts in data from another website. That's what this is all about. The other one looks different. Kaiser had it pretty well figured out. There's a mention of email in there, and then there's a 1 = 1.
Yeah.
That's for SQL injection?
SQL.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And another thing is cross-site is for web pages.
Yeah.
For what?
Web applications or web pages.
Websites.
Oh, yeah.
Web application.
SQL
Yeah, exactly.
for data center, right?
So
SQL.
data. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Let's see.
Buffer overflow.
Buffer overflow. Oh.
What's the attack?
Okay. Oh, you know what?
I'm fucking dumb.
That a like okay, yeah. Anyway.
Talk. What do you got?
Because there are like too many letters in the username, then actual message was allocated,
that's
and
interesting.
that like overflowed to
Look at all those A's. That's interesting.
So anytime like you see something like this, that is buffer overflow. Like you are, yeah.
All right. Well, I got that one wrong, but we're getting better. All of us are at knowing these things.
That by far was the first one to stump me in terms of I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I think all we're supposed to be able to do is, let me rephrase that. I think we're supposed to be able to look at just the IDS log, as they give us here, from this to this, and be able to tell you what attack it is, which I haven't really fully wrapped my mind around until tonight, that there would be questions like this.
Yeah. So we need to know how they look like, all the attacks, how they look like.
Yeah, make a note of that. We're gonna have to understand what all these attacks look like.
Yeah.
We saw this one earlier tonight, and I hadn't seen that one before. And then we saw this
Me
one,
neither.
and I thought it was this one. But I promise you, this one looks a little bit like buffer overflow. Cross-site, like I told
What
you.
is cross-site attack? Can you bring it up? Can you bring it up, like definition, like how it works?
You implement, you put Java code into a search box. I'll show you.
which malicious scripts are injected into the. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of similar, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know how to
Can
even.
you like put it in Google and so like put images, maybe they give or you put examples or something? Maybe you show how it look like.
I don't like that one at all. Where did it go? What? I don't like that example at all.
Yeah. We had
What about the one
right
with
here.
the red and the
Is
green?
that one?
Here?
Oh.
No,
This one?
go back. The red and the green, the like the hoodie and the green person.
I'm looking. Hoodie. Yeah, right. This one. What the fuck? This one? I got a hoodie and a green person. Is that it?
Yeah, let's see what that says.
Can everybody see it? I don't understand what it is.
No, seems like hacker injects something with in the
In
inside
in
the web page
into the web page. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say
into the
the
web page.
injection happens. Yeah, it happens on the from the programming standpoint.
That's it looks like, yeah. And buffer overflow is like where you enter username and password to log in and then overflow.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, that's
I don't feel great
I
about
need
it.
to read more about that. So
Man.
okay.
All right.
So basically, cross site XSS attack is using script. So that's they're injecting malicious script and buffer overflow. You're saying they're using the
Injected code.
actual. Okay.
Right? Yes. Is that right? Injected code
Hmm?
into the base code line.
Yeah, cross site, yes. And for buffer overflow, like let's say you are logging into your Google account, you enter your email, and then in the password, or maybe in the email, where are you?
Anyway,
Lost Charlie.
I got
Okay.
kicked out. I got kicked out. I don't know what happened.
Okay, let's move on.
Yep. Moving on. I was worried because it sounded to me like right before I got booted out, you were describing. What were you just describing? It sounded a lot like. I don't think it
Like
was.
when you log into any website, like where they ask username and password, username, or maybe you can enter instead of like C Morrison, and then you enter like extra letters in there or
You think
characters,
that's what you think
and
of as buffer
but
overflow?
yeah,
That's
like
that's cross-site scripting to
it's
me.
when they allocate. when they allocate like memory, maybe 8 characters, um, instead of that one, like you enter 15 characters. So the rest of the 6 characters or 7 characters, they will overflow to the other parts of the buffers or memories.
I don't know
And if
about
attacker
the
knows that, and he can send some more. Yeah, okay.
I don't know about the sign-in page though, right? You're talking about the username and sign and password page or boxes, right? I feel like that when you attack those, that's cross-site scripting.
Yeah, that can happen,
Yeah. Okay.
but that can happen. Like I saw that example before, so
Okay. Well, we'll keep our eyes on it.
okay.
Look at this one. This is an easy one.
All right.
I can tell you what the answer is just by looking at this.
During the analysis of a PCAP file, a security analyst noticed several communications with a remote server on port 53. Which of the following protocol type is observed in this traffic?
53 is DNS.
53.
Bingo.
Is that?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
53 is DNS.
I didn't know. I know it's not FTP, it's not email or network. So bingo.
Peter, the system administrator, wants to restrict access to ads, games, and gambling websites. Which of the following would best achieve this goal? Firewall, switch, URL content filter, or spam filter?
I would say firewall.
Hmm.
Filters traffic, but I don't know how URL can
I was gonna
best.
say, I'm thinking
They all do the same thing,
URL.
but a URL content filter, maybe that would be specific, which is
I think if that is actually a thing, which I'm not sure it is, if that is a thing, I think that's the answer. But
exactly, yeah.
firewall would definitely.
I've seen that before. The
I think
URL
it's-
content filter, I've seen it before.
Me too. Me too.
hmm
I think
I
it
think
is.
it's a URL content filter.
That looks like
So do I.
a thing to you
Yeah.
too. You guys all
The
like
only
it.
the only reason I say that is because they're specific about the which websites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all right. I like that reasoning.
Web filtering is the
Yeah, they have master block lists from vendors.
uh,
So they have all like the shitty websites blocked out for you. Because
yeah.
I was just thinking that'd be a hell of a job.
Yeah, they have them grouped. Somebody has done the dirty job. It grouped
Ugh.
all the websites.
That's when you're rolling there with your own rogue access point.
Which of the following technical controls is best used to define which application a user can install and run on a company used mobile device? Authentication, blacklisting, whitelisting, acceptable use policy.
Wow.
I think
Whitelisting.
whitelisting. To define which application, I think whitelisting.
Yeah. As company issued mobile device.
I think for that reason it's D. I think it's acceptable use
No,
Policy. Yeah.
No, it's like install and run a application. Which applications you can install and run? That's the keyword.
Mm.
So are they whitelisted or the other? Are
So
the
Could
other
be
if
authentication.
if no, it is whitelisting because like if a company issues you a cell phone and they can just allow like, okay, only install and run these applications, nothing else. You cannot install anything else.
Doesn't that make up an
A
acceptable use
policy,
policy?
right?
But it's just talking about applications.
Yeah. I think
It says what
CRD.
technical controls is used to best which applications a user can install and run in a company. I'd imagine that's the use policy.
I wonder
Application.
if this word, this applications, like Kaiser says, makes it specific to this.
It could
Which
be.
it's just they're only like listen to me on this one tomorrow. This is a big overarching policy. This is kind of a technical control, just related to applications on company issued mobile devices. I think it's whitelisting. Let's find out.
Yeah.
I think that's a put in there to make you think that's the answer. Closely related to ACLs, a list of items that so is a white list of like is there a white list of things I can bring to lunch? Is there a white list of everything? I don't know. What
I
in
mean, I
oh
get
here
it.
we go. Here we go again. What are we into now? Alright, I'll take this one on. The best methods for a web developer to prevent the website application code from being vulnerable to cross-site request forgery are select two. Permit redirection to internet-facing web URLs. Ensure all HTML tags are enclosed in angle brackets. Validate and filter input on the server side and the client side. Use a web proxy to pass website requests between the user and the application. Restrict and sanitize use of special characters in input and URLs. So, this is one we saw earlier, where it's like the guys. It was just the little diagram. Was it up here? It was before this. What was that other one we had? I guess that was it. Anyway, I thought it was maybe that was it. So this is when you're the bad guy, like the good guy who's validated for the website and credentialed into the website. They basically piggyback on him or like bounce the shit off him. I can't remember. And the only reason I asked that is like, does it have anything to do with these? I don't know. This feels like a great answer.
Charlie went with the longer answer.
Yeah, the longer answer. Oh wait, I just thought of something. When your website is like, what was I trying to say? That's internet facing. So and that's like not.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
and no, I was about to say something. On the Security Plus, if you get those two answers questions, if you get one right, one wrong, do you get half a score, or
No.
you just get it wrong?
Well, I'd say wrong.
I'd say two, but
I
I'm
think you
just
get a half a point.
really tomorrow.
I think you get half credit.
Okay, that's what's up.
feel like this might be right. Because this is attacking the like login boxes on a website, the HTML boxes. Maybe that's right. Or the JavaScript boxes. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with C and D. Although E is pretty good too. Anybody want
I think
to venture a guess?
I'm with
B
you,
and
Charlie.
D.
Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I'm C and D.
I like C. I just don't know what else to pick after that.
Look at D. Read D and tell me that's not good.
Let's go with C and D.
Tomorrow?
Go ahead, do it.
C and E.
You know, E. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I didn't know that was part of this. Oh, you know what? They're gonna explain it to me right here, and you too. A nonce. You put a nonce in there. This is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was right. Which of the following would be most appropriate to secure an existing SCADA system by preventing connections from unauthorized networks? Implement a HIDS to protect it. Implement a layer 2 switch to access it. Implement a firewall to protect it. Implement a NIDS to protect it. And we're secure
I
an
think it's
existing
B.
B.
B, like Bob.
B, that's what I'm saying. Like Bob, why B?
Yeah. B, yeah. Why? Because the three answers, HDS and the host intrusion detection and
It's
network intrusion detection and firewall, they're like in layer 3.
Mm-hmm.
D is the only one that's a layer 2.
Yeah. So
and with
Well,
the switch you can
A, C, and D, they're kind of similar.
well, they're all, yeah. I mean, out of those three, I like firewall a whole lot better than HIDS and NIDS, but
okay.
I'm perplexed. What do you
IDS
got?
is
Yeah.
detection only.
Yeah.
IDS is detection only. So HIDS and NIDS are kind of same, and
Out.
firewall is just to protect from the outside traffic. Only switch to that is like you're separating your internal network
Oh,
from
okay.
the outside world. Like it's
I didn't
just
think about that.
yeah,
That makes sense.
by the trunk lines or something.
Okay. VLANs or something like
Or
that.
VLAN, it could be a VLAN too.
Yep.
Layer 2 switch.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. It's pretty
Mm.
well. That's pretty well thought out. Guys, I gotta give you some credit there. Firewall. Should have stuck by my
Yeah.
guns.
What?
That we overthought that.
I think
Yeah.
That's what happened there. I'm sitting here and thinking about this test and thinking about like, how am I gonna think about these questions?
I mean, you know
Will I
the
go for?
SCADA. If there's a
Well, I thought SCADA was gonna pull me towards some kind of
and this
HVAC question or power
yeah
question.
no SCADA is more about industrial concept.
That's what I meant. I mean,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's SCADA and ICS.
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Yes. Remember, like just recently, that Florida water attack happened. Weren't they supposed to be like on SCADA network, or they're like on? I thought like
Tampa.
these kind of network like power
Totally.
plants
No. They
should
got
be
in.
like
They
on
got into
SCADA
the
like
network.
us.
They got into the SCADA network. Yeah, the Tampa water supply.
Yeah. So firewall wasn't set up properly, I guess.
I mean, are you proposing instead that a VLAN would have saved them? I'm not trying to question you. I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
know.
I don't know either.
No, I'm just like thinking like how could someone get into their SCADA system if it was on?
Just like you'd get into
Maybe it was
anything
not
else,
on
I think
SCADA.
is the answer to that. I think it's just like anything else.
Because
You'd
they're
get in and
connected to the internet.
it'd move laterally, then move vertically,
Yeah.
and then they're in. Except in the case of what was that hack, that incredible hack? Oh my God. Not Petsy, I think it was, where the U.S. government got the goddamn USB stick into the offline
Stuxnet.
power plant
Yeah.
Stuxnet. That's
Snowden.
what it was. Yeah, I think they went to a bunch of conferences that people were always going to. All the people that worked in the facility were always going to these conferences, and they just dropped USB sticks everywhere. And one of the idiots brought it into the work and plugged it in. Womp,
I
womp,
think that was like
womp.
inside job, and
Maybe
that's what they are thinking.
Could be, yeah.
So
they couldn't
they,
find anybody though.
for
They think that's why they had to do that. They couldn't find anybody to flip, so
What's the
they had
name
to
of
try
that
to
guy?
maybe
Stuxnet.
maybe they did, and they're just not
Maybe
revealing
so.
the identity.
Maybe so.
Yeah. So
And using the USB drop story to cover their tracks. That's entirely
yeah.
possible, and we'll never know. All right, a couple more. One, couple, two, three more. Um, which of the following controls would prevent an employee from emailing unencrypted information to their personal email account over the corporate network? That's got to be DLP, I think, on that one,
DLP,
right?
yeah. If it's encrypted, it's DLP.
All right,
I
guys, everybody.
specifically asked that question on the one we studied DLP.
Hmm.
Let's go over
I
these
asked,
acronyms, make sure we understand these.
yeah,
This
what's
one
that?
here, that means certificate
Revocation
revocation
lists.
list. Kaiser's
Yes,
got it.
yes, yeah, we did that.
Mhm.
You know this one, guys?
No.
This
No.
is Trusted
PM.
Platform Module.
We just did that one
Yeah,
not too long
it's a
ago.
piece of hardware that sits
We forgot
on your
about that.
physical computer to do stuff for you.
So
And
what does it do?
hardware
I
something
don't know.
Well, hardware. You talking about TBM or HSM?
Now I've got myself
TPM.
twisted on this one. That's what I thought TPM was. HSM, hardware security management or something?
Security module.
Module. Yeah, okay. Similar device, I think, but specific to hardware, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, hardware
Yeah,
security module. A hardware
that
security module is a physical computing device that
for
safeguards and
encryption.
manages digital keys, performs encryption and decryption functions for digital signature, strong
Okay,
authentication, and other cryptographic functions.
so that has a distinctly uh, uh, authentication vibe to it.
Yes.
Distinct
What's the
authentication
other
vibe
one?
to it.
Emma?
TPM.
Trusted platform module.
The other one is MDS?
Talking
TPM.
point memo.
Hmm.
Crypto processor.
Again, this does a similar function. Stores keys, authenticates users. This is, of course, we said this was correctly that. Okay, I just want to make sure we knew what those are.
Let's see.
We've gone over those.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I need to see this shit like with my own two eyes. Like trusted platform module, let me lay eyes on it. Oh my goodness gracious, look at this miserable question. A security administrator has deployed all laptops with self-encrypting drives and enforces key encryption. Which of the following represents the greatest threat to maintaining data confidentiality with these devices? Full data access can be obtained by connecting to the drive to a SATA or USB, bypassing the SED hardware. A malicious employee can gain the set encryption keys through the software extraction, allowing access to their laptops. If the laptop does not use a secure boot BIOS, the said hardware is not enabled and allowing full access. Laptops that are placed in sleep mode will allow full data access when powered back on. So this is kind of interesting. I think that's it. I think D's out. So I like B with special honorable mention to C. Anybody else?
No clue.
No, not B. A and C. These two can be something. If the laptop doesn't use a secure boot BIOS. How
I don't think
SSD
it's B
works.
because
That's
B.
the
I
main
don't
thing.
think it's B. I don't think there is a key
A?
to access all the laptops, like a master key. I don't think they create the master key in this type of the environments.
Okay, you might be right.
I think it's C.
I think C might work. That might be one of the ways I would get in.
How about A? I mean, I don't know about A, but connected directly to the SATA and USB adapter bypassing the hardware.
I think it's still come out encrypted. I think the only way it doesn't come out encrypted is C.
Hit it, Charlie.
Or B. D. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Jeez, just when I thought we were on fire.
Mhm.
Wow. You're telling me that's the most. That's. Oh god. Two more. Who's got this one?
Okay, I got it. The quality assurance team is testing a new third-party developed applications. The quality team does not have any experience with the application. Which are the following the team performing?
Yeah, black box.
as opposed to the version where you have all the information, and
Yes.
and the version where you have some of the
No, we don't.
information. In this case, we
Okay.
have none of the information, right?
Yeah. Got it. B. Good job, Charlie.
I had to redeem myself after the previous one. Several of them before that. What happened? We just lose one here? Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Last question.
Last one for tonight. Oh my god, another easy one. Don't you guys immediately like what you should do is get your mind immediately tracked on that, and then immediately know that that's protocol number. Like that's how I'm attacking some of these questions because you could save a lot of time by just bang bang. An
Yep.
information bank has been established to store context phone numbers and other records. A Unix application needs to connect to the index server using port 389. Which of the following authentication services should be used on this port by default? So you could honestly just knock that out just like that. Bang, boom, done. Right?
That lightweight
Let's see.
directory authentication protocol.
Yes. And the key letter in that is the directory part of that. You'll often see it referred to in questions that reference a directory of some kind, or like it'll say directory in the question somewhere when they're talking about LDAP sometimes. What do you think?
Good session.
Good stash. I don't feel close at all to this test. Close to being able to take this test. By a long shot. I thought I was getting somewhere, but I got to do a whole lot more studying. Man, if I wasn't spending all of the time on our fucking labs.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I suppose we are.
Yeah, definitely getting there.
Yeah.
I'm still studying
Thinking.
for this AWS certification.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's an important one to get. All those cloud people have that. What are you trying to make the big bucks, Tam?
Yeah, I'm trying to be a cloud engineer if I can. Security engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the
The,
goal.
the only thing I've thought of that has pulled me off of penetration testing is incident response. That seems kind of cool. All right. Well,
All
we're back.
right, guys.
I'll be back on tomorrow night at 6 if anybody wants to come, and we'll do some more. But
All right.
it's
I'll
only
be here,
Cool.
Charlie.
Have
okay.
a good night.
Good night,
Tomorrow.
guys. Bye.
All right. Good night. Thank you.
Night. Yep. All good.